Okay, good evening, Vanakkam. Welcome to all our Green Goddess Green Club members. As you all know, the second Sunday in the month of May is Mother's Day. So this special session, we'll be celebrating Mother's Day, and it doesn't need a day to be celebrated, but still, Mother's Day is more like an emotion, the first love, first best friend, the one we all turn to. And along with Mother's Day, we're also celebrating all the beautiful women in our life, and more importantly, Mother Earth. So uh, we will start off with an invocation by Mrs. Sudha Suresh. Would like to invite Mrs. Sudha Suresh.
Good evening, everyone. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Matrurupena Samstita Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Matrurupena Samstita Namastasye, 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 Namo Namaha. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samstita Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namah तू कितनी अच्छी है तू कितनी भोली है प्यारी प्यारी है ओ माँ ओ माँ ओ माँ ओ माँ तू कितनी अच्छी है तू कितनी भोली है प्यारी प्यारी है ओ माँ ओ माँ ओ माँ ओ माँ कि जो दुनिया है ये बन है कांटों का तू फुलवारी है ओ माँ ओ माँ ओ माँ ओ माँ ओ माँ.
Thank you so much, Sudha. That was beautiful, wonderful ode to motherhood. And would like to request now Jayashri to take us to Pune to visit Anu and her garden.
Hi all, I'm sure you all are all doing well at home, and I'm so glad to introduce Anu to you all on Mother's Day. I lost my mother at 13, and my bhabhi was a rock solid pillar of support and love for me. I really, really love her and will be indebted to her for life. Anu is a proud mother of 3 intelligent children and takes care of our home and family business. She's very intelligent and was pursuing her CA, but ended up being pursued by my brother. I have to mention, my brother had an arranged marriage and had gone to see her cousin and fell in love with Anu, who was the wrong candidate. It was love at first sight, and he was determined only to marry her. And I'm so glad that he did. Anu is the live wire and balances our whole Gujju family. We also call her Annapurni, as she loves to prepare delicious food and make people happy and keep sending food to everybody. Today also in the lockdown, she'll send food and flowers from the garden to so many people in Pune. Of course, we call her our diamond. And the 4 C's that we measure her in the family is her love for cats, her culinary skills, her crocus, and last but not least, her charm. So without further delay, presenting my lovely Barbie from Pune and her small heavenly garden. So can we have her video, please, Kiran? We'll play her video of her garden.
These are Kamini flowers, fiddlewood tree, and coleus below, coleus leaves. Kamini flowers means Dinka Raja also we call, very white aromatic flowers. This is the entrance of the garden. This was constructed as a fountain. This construction was a flowing fountain. This year we planted the flowering plants. Pentas in pink shades. And marigold flowers. These are small size of marigold flowers and some are dotted marigold flowers. Beds for the pentas and 2-3 beds of marigold. And the whole design looks like this. The opposite wall. The green is, here we call it Vaganak. The green wall. My pink flamingos, which I got from my last Mahabaleshwar trip. The small mogra plant. In my balcony, I have very long, huge mogras. Button rose and orange heliconia. That is the opposite wall. And entrance to the sit out, which we enjoy in the morning and evening. Jay's favorite spot for having tea. Flowers from the garden in the flower pot. And another cat. And you can see Christmas tree. Christmas tree is gifted by our neighbor.
I don't want this because not people.
Flowers here again, and racinus. Racinus get very deep maroon flowers, and whole border of cosmos flowers, yellow cosmos on the wall. Border. Long. Here tulsi green and balsam prisoners. I'll send a picture after that maroon car comes. And another variety of gerbera. This variety of gerbera is very nice. This is, you'll believe, this is 25-year-old plant. 20 years back I had got this, but still it gives flowers. And balsam and portula. Balsam seeds we had given as a haldi favor in my daughter's wedding. Heliconia, the red ones, droopy ones. Here bougainvillea, round shape I have given to bougainvillea. And below is Ticona, below the bougainvillea is Ticona. And there is peppermint there. Peppermint given by my friend. And knick-knack figurines in the garden, the frogs and some other figures. My favorite Buddha. And this is also very old plant. It is called Morpanki, Puja. And above that is white flower ones is Jai and Jui. And this is Kauti Chafa, very rare variety of Chafa. That is closed buds and flowers are closed leaves, white. These are open chafa and that one is closed. And behind that is all spice plant. If you touch that plant, the leaves, your palm has that clove, cinnamon, all the aromas. Here, this is all spice plant. Got it from Dapur in Maharashtra. We can put it in rice, no need to put any other spices. And these red flower ones. And you can see the aloe vera, lemongrass, and the kokedama, which we did from kokedama workshop. Then aglaonema. Yeah. So
Beautiful. Unmute yourself, Anu.
Yeah, hi.
Beautiful.
Thanks everybody for watching. And sorry I couldn't fit everything in the video.
You can send the pictures tomorrow of other things.
We'll be posting pictures whichever is left.
Yeah, beautiful. Is it raining then, Anu? Is it raining in Pune?
Yeah, it started drizzling.
Oh, wow.
See, you all can see the dark sky, clouds. This is the neem tree in my entrance.
Yeah. Anu, please share the how we have done for the neem tree in the entrance. Can you just tell us more about the neem tree in our house?
Yeah. Yeah, neem tree was before we, just when we got the plot and before we constructed the bungalow. So we adjusted our gate that way. And we built around it. So it's a boon.
Yeah.
So this is 25-year-old.
And of course, it's near your bedroom, so you always breathe healthy, right? It comes till the bedroom upstairs.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Yeah, everyone knows the benefits of it.
So good. And Anu, would you like to share the unusual story about your lemon tree with everybody?
Yeah, I had a lemon tree when we bought a plot, and that time we had planted. And 10 years I waited for the fruits, lemons to grow. And then after 10 years of patience, I told my gardener, okay, we'll have to now replace it or something. So next day we went and saw the lemons on it. Still, I get goosebumps when I think about it.
So you believe that plants also are like children?
Yeah,
And
it is just unbelievable.
so if we talk to the plants, they do understand, right? So
Yeah.
So the lemon tree wanted to be with us at home, right?
Yeah.
So good. Anu, in the lockdown, how has the garden given you happiness?
Happiness means not going outdoor and just enjoying it, spending more time, and distributing the flowers also to neighbors and whoever we can send the food along with the greeting card. I used to send the flowers, so it gave me also happiness and to others also.
So which is your favorite spot or part of the garden or your plant right now?
The jhula, jhula, and my Buddha.
It gives you a lot of peace, right? So anyway,
Yeah.
flowers. Oh wow! Look at her Buddha, beautiful. It's the most peaceful place, and of course, lots of cats keep coming there. So Anu also takes care of.
Yeah, and lots of parrots flying now above my head just now.
Oh wow! Okay. So that's really nice. I'm sure it's a really lovely, rainy, fantastic evening. And I'm sure you must be sipping the tea from with the Gavti cha from our garden. And
Yeah.
so I'm sure flowers invoke a lot of music in Anu. And in the family, she always brightens the mood by singing. So over here also, I want Anu to sing a small 2-3 liner song for us, please.
Yeah, I'll just end this with a little इत्ती सी हंसी, इत्ती सी खुशी, इतना सा टुकड़ा चांद का, ख्वाबों के तिनकों से चल बनाए आशिया. Thanks, friends.
Yes, so Anu, we will be coming sure after the lockdown.
Yeah, please, Jayu, plan a trip to Pune and we'll have fun.
Yes, and Anu, you have to thank Pujal also for being such a fantastic niece.
Yeah, sure. Thanks. And I'm inviting you, all of you, to Pune, and we'll visit other places also.
Yes, and we'll have all the chai in my favorite place, Greenies, and all my
fresh masala Guju tea we'll have.
Yes. Yeah, so thanking you.
Okay, thanks. Bye,
Anu.
everyone. Bye.
Thanking you for taking the madness in me and appreciating it always. My family always does what I feel. So really, really loving you all. And thank you very much, Anu, for this beautiful evening.
Thank you.
Yeah. And now I will give it over to Anju, and Anju will take over from here. And thank you, Greenies. Really, really having fun. It's such a lovely time to see a garden in the evening in front of, these lockdown days. It's such a different feeling. So we'll go soon to my home. Yeah. And over to Anju.
Thank you, Jayu. Beautiful garden and such a lovely paradise that you have created for yourself over there. Sure, we all are just waiting for good things to happen so that we can come in someday to visit you over there in Pune. So our next guest today is Mala. Most of you know her. She's a member of our Green Club, and she has an amazing, amazing garden. So Mala grew up in the Northeast, and that's where her love for flora and fauna grew. She loves to experiment, and she says she never gives up on a plant, and that's how we learn. And it's actually a fact, because when we say that gardeners learn from their mistakes, I don't say mistakes, I would say experiments, because that's how you will climb the first step of the ladder to being a successful gardener. You have to fail first to be successful. So she's a very simple person, and I'm not going to take much time because we all are waiting to see her garden. So Kiran, over to you to please play Mala's video first, and then we'll have a small chat with Mala.
Yeah, Mala, welcome to my tropical garden. We have everything from laburnums to rudraksha. The 5 minutes is not enough to bring out all the beauty of my garden, and the summer has spoiled all the flowers. I'll still try to show you as much as possible. The bogies were full of color and bloom in Jan, but they're putting out their last colors for you now. That's the Anthurium amazonica with the big leaves, followed by begonias, Martin mystery with the red ones, and some ferns. There's a starfruit tree with bloom, calliandra, and a lawn edged with ixora. In the distance, you can see the araucaria tree, a traveler's palm, and pala palm. Path of the Alamanda creeper, Legistrium are just beginning to bloom, and it leads to a pergola full of Schefflera, in which I have hung dishidas and orchids for the shade. You can also see a few Echima bromelates there in the corner, the yellow bright leaves. And then in the other corner, you can see a wild cymbidium which I planted on the plumeria tree. That's one of my favorite sampangi tree. It took 3 years to bloom with the most divine smell you can imagine as you pass by. The pretty red leaf tree is the lychee. Brought it all the way from Bhutan. I get plenty flowers but no big fruits yet. Introducing my black pineapple, the baby and the one ready for harvest. Now you can see the thorny lemon plant. It's got a beautiful, fragrant, ripening yellow lemon hanging all over it now, and I'm so thrilled because it took quite a while to get started. On the corners you can see the pomegranate which I brought all the way from Shirdi and which is just beginning to fruit. This is my favorite Vandan bloom. I don't know its ID, but it's a continuous pleaser, gives out spikes at least thrice a year. And I put it on my plumeria tree because it has lots of long radial roots which need to reach down. This is another yellow mocara orchid which is blooming just behind the pink vanda. It's a pink cloud, mingleu, and a green apple lotus. The purple orchid is strung on a plumeria tree, which also houses other plants like my orchids, my hoyas, and other valuable plants which need the shade. This is my Chinese orange, and behind this is the passion fruit vine laden with fruit right now. My huge rudraksha tree which got blown down over the cyclone, but back now. Few opuntia, moon cactus, mammillarias, echinopsis, peanut cactus. You must realize that the cactus has the most beautiful flowers. I stand holding my carnivorous plants, my Venus flytrap, pitcher plant, and sardinia and others. Heliconia corner, but only a few flowers are left. Against my foxtail palm, I've trained some orchids and some philodendrons. I hope you all enjoyed the virtual visit of my garden. I'm hoping to one day convert it into a tropical garden. All things will work out fine, and soon one day you will come and see my babies in person. Until then, I'd like you to enjoy my favorite video of my hoyas. And so stay fit and healthy and stay safe. Happy gardening.
That was truly awesome. So Mala, can we have you here with us? Kiran, can you please spin Mala?
Hi, Anju. Hi, everyone.
So nice to see you all face to face, or at least virtually. I'm hoping that we all meet up soon.
Mala, right from Lebanons to Rudraksha, to orchids, to cacti, to lotuses, and a wide variety of fruits. How do you manage all this? It's an amazing garden. It's like a mini tropical forest that you're trying to create there. Can you please share some of how are you going about doing this, and what is it that inspires you to do it?
I'm basically a mad gardener, Anju. I like plants. The more I see, the more there's no limit to what I want in the garden. So if there's a pretty grass around, I'll bring it home. And I'll find a place for it and let it grow. So that's me. So anything I see, and if I think I can grow it, I'll definitely take it and try. So that's also
I can agree with you where madness is concerned, because as gardeners, I always feel that, most of us who are passionately involved in gardening are actually truly crazy about plants. We just need to just pick it up. And that's why I can see that you've got a lychee from Bhutan and you've got this thing from Shirdi. I mean, how do you manage to even bring those plants back with you is what I want to know.
I always carry an extra box wherever I travel, Anju. The family make a lot of fun, but that's how I travel.
That is great. That is great. And is there any gardening tip that you want to share with all of us? Like, any trick or tip that would help
Don't
other
give up.
gardeners to...
I think don't ever give up. Okay, see, there's no plant that is like, see, there are certain plants like a fuchsia maybe that will not grow in Chennai. But other than that, we have a fairly good tropical climate, which is quite good for all that. So I think we can try. It's just that some things that not grow, which I've given up on, like the fuchsia, like I was saying. But other than that, I keep trying. Maybe we'll not get a flower or a fruit, but then the plant is there.
Super. And what is it that you use? Because each and every plant of yours had blooms. Each and every tree had fruits abundantly fruiting over there. So what is the one fertilizer that you would vouch by? That, okay, this is something which really works in my garden. I know every garden has its own takes, but what is it that you would vouch by?
Basically, I do my own composting. Okay, so I dig these huge pits in my garden, fill it up. Our house is almost zero waste. So all that goes in the kitchen, goes into the pit. And then once it is full, I put it up. And that's how we live on the coast. So as was beach basically. So right now we have fairly good soil. The basic thing is a good soil. You have good soil, your plant. And then after that, of course, you can add, I believe, a little bit in organic garden, wherever. See, supposing a plant is suffering with an infection or it's like a bonsai, then you have no choice but to add some chemicals to help it. But if it's a normal flowering plant, then I think Panchakavya and maybe Benadryl, kidney caution, coffee. And if you have pesticides, nothing like ginger and these decoctions to help the insect.
Great. So I'm one person who actually only follows natural gardening. In the last so many years, I have never bought a single chemical fertilizer or a pesticide for my garden. And I think that's one thing which I can vouch by, that it's nice, but it's amazing. So you are trying to create a tropical garden in Chennai, in a city like Chennai, which has got such a hot climate. And it's amazing how, you're having trees and flowers and fruit trees and everything interspersed with each other. So I think one is taking care of the other. So
Yeah.
Is it a conscious choice wherein you're trying to create this, or how is it that you want to?
Basically, it's a choice where you let one tree help another. Okay, supposing there's an orchid, it needs sunlight, but it also requires shade. Otherwise, it will not survive in Chennai. So then the plumeria tree comes in there. Okay, it provides the shade. It also provides a support. But the orchid is a plant away anything from the plumeria. So the plumeria is also doing equally good. It's also happy. And I have palm trees. I've trailed all my orchids and my bromeliads and all those things. So that's fine. All my vines have a path. They go on the other creepers, like the passion fruit and all the others. So they get the requirement of shade, they get the requirement of sunlight. They're all happy, I think. I think it's a give and take that they learn to live among themselves. And they're quite happy, I feel. Okay, it's a bit of a clutter, and I call my garden a jungle. I won't deny that. But then I know exactly where it is, so I'm quite happy.
It is an amazing, amazing jungle. And to find a garden like this in Chennai, it's truly inspiring. It's really
Thanks.
inspiring. So I think, is there any other questions which anyone would like to ask Mala about her garden?
Oh. Mala, how do you maintain your Hoyas and all that?
Hoyas are quite easy once they're established. Okay, so you basically need to find something for it to the soil is very, very variable. Okay, you don't put mostly you don't require any soil for a Hoya. You add a little vermicompost, a little bit of maybe perlite, and make it light like cocoa chip, and then make the soil the most important thing for Hoya. It doesn't like waterlogging. They rather like to be a little dry. It should be moist, and a Hoya will.
Oh, very good. Brilliant.
And it requires sunlight, mind you. Most of the plants require sunlight. Okay, whether we have hot sun or a cool sun, it doesn't matter. They do need that little bit of sunlight.
Thank you, Mala.
Mala, I would like to know about the Rudraksha tree that you have. Does it grow in our environment?
Mine was fruiting, okay, and bad luck for me, the storm came along and blew it down. It had gone up to the terrace and it was doing pretty well. It is a three-mukha Rudraksha and it was doing fairly well. And it has grown. I don't know. I haven't heard of any else, but I'm sure somebody might. I'm not sure.
No, even I've not heard that we can grow it in Chennai. So I'm really surprised and amazed. I think your green thumb managed to get it going. So from now onwards, maybe we can all try and also include the Rudraksha.
Please try. Nothing lost. Okay, you'll have a nice Rudraksha in your
That's the spirit of not giving up, Preeti.
Absolutely. You know, in our Green Club, everyone posts so many amazing pictures and trees and everything. So if there's anyone who'd like to come now and talk and ask questions, we are open.
So would you like to share what you do for your orchids? I think we've all done an orchid workshop. So your orchids are blooming, Mala. Is there anything that you would like to advise our members here on what care they can take and what is the fertilizer that they can use so that they can get maximum blooms in their orchids too at home?
Orchids basically require to water it when it's necessary. Okay, don't overwater on orchid. And see, supposing I have mostly dendrobiums and pandas and cattleyas, and that's what grows in Chennai. I would not try a phalaenopsis or a breed like that because that will not grow with our climate. Okay, so the basic thing is what to grow in your place. This I learned to trial and error. I have, to my very bad dismay, I have 1 or 2 phalaenopsis, and that's how I learned that doesn't. Oncidiums do very well in Chennai, so you can try with those. The specific thing that I showed you, the pink vanda, which is in bloom, that doesn't have roots that require any soil. The soils are free, and the main thing is you miss the soil. They grow.
Deepika? And Mala, I think we will also like to know about the bird life that visits your garden. I think Ambika posted this question.
Yeah. There's quite a lot of bird life. You know what happens? These trees, they do support a lot of other life too. Okay, and birds are the most welcome, along with the squirrels. Okay, they get most of the fruits and some of the buds, which I don't want them to, but it's okay. We have quite a lot of lots and lots of bulbuls, babblers, sunbirds, drongos, flycatchers. I think we have more than 15 types of birds. My elder daughter who's in Australia is a very avid birder, and she's taught me a bit about them. So I do take care of them.
I think Rati has a question. Can you unmute Rati
Yeah.
for student?
Yeah. Hi, Mala.
Hi, Rati.
Hi, dear. I see that you have a lychee tree, right? But you said
Yeah.
it's not given fruits yet. But have you tried growing other tropical fruits like mangosteens and rambutans?
No, they don't come here. I do have this black guava and those, but I don't rambutan come here. Rati.
It doesn't grow here? Okay. It grows down south, I know, in Cuddalore and places like that.
With that weather, anything will grow.
Okay. So not even mangosteens, right? It doesn't grow here. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Mala.
Thank you, Rati.
So thank you so much, Mala, for the wonderful, wonderful garden tour that you have given us. And keep posting and keep inspiring all of us. The photographs that you post don't do justice to what your garden truly is. It's amazing.
Not all, Anju. Thank you so much. And all of you are such an inspiration to me, especially your kitchen garden. It's out of the world. My God, and all the others too. I'd like to meet all of you and learn something from you, because every gardener learns from the other.
Yes. Yes, it's a vast ocean. We all learn from each other.
Never ending things that you can pick up from something that someone's saying or saying. So every day is a learning experience.
Yes, it is. Every day, I think gardening is one thing which will teach you to, never overreact with something which is unexpected and it just pops up in the garden. Because that's something that you are so used to seeing in the garden, isn't it?
Exactly.
So yes.
Mala, I think next we'll have to see your house as well. I can see from where you're sitting, it's really beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks. Can I ask Mala a question, please?
Yes.
Please go ahead, Nina.
Mala, you make me so jealous.
Why, Nina?
Because, this is how I know Mala. I mean, she's in the same layout as us in Olive Beach layout. Did you guys know that?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so she's in the same thing. And I don't even have not even half a plant growing in my Olive Beach house because it's impossible to grow it. So, and she's just about maybe a few, 200-300 yards away, but look at the lush forest that she's sitting in, it's like amazing. So I'm definitely going to take her help once the lockdown, everything is like over. She's going to come and help me to plan whatever garden I can in my Olive Beach. But is there a limitation, Mala? Limitation, Irkuma, because I'm closest to the sea. So sea breeze are going to...
You're on the beach, Nina. That's the big problem because you get all that salt air. What happens when the rain comes, even in my house, it brings in all that salt water spray. So all the plants turn black. That's even worse in your place. You're on the beach. I have the protection of other houses. Okay, but you don't have that factor. So, but even then, I tried. There were so many plants that wouldn't really require this much of care. And you can do beautiful grasses and bamboo and frangipani in your garden. I'll help you. Don't worry.
Okay, the first house I'm going to come is your place after this is over so that we can plan it together. Okay? I think Uma Muthuswamy loves her garden too. So Uma, do you want to ask anyone anything after seeing her garden?
Mala, cactus too will grow near the sea, right, for Nina?
Yeah. Cactus
Hi, Mala.
Stories the happy it is. But
Audio system.
like Sandy Joy,
So we will all go to Mala's garden. So you'll have a big entourage with you, Nina, as you're going. We'll all join.
come on, all of you join us.
Actually, that was the plan, Preeti. That was the plan. We said we'll go to Mala's and then come across here and have some high tea on the beach and things like that. All that is planned. So hopefully very soon. So we just need to get out of this soon and then we take it from there. Yeah.
From your mouth to God's ears. Let it happen.
Any more questions coming up, Preeti?
I think as of now, everyone is just mesmerized with both the gardens, Mala as well as Anu's. So they're just relishing the experience. So I think all the other questions will come up on the group.
Yeah.
Okay, just like
time. Feel
yeah. Thank you, Mala. Seriously, you know, I would like to thank actually both the daughters, Mala's daughter as well as Anu's daughter, because I think so beautifully they put the videos together. And I think this is their gift to you for Mother's Day, I'm sure, you know.
Exactly. So the best gift, actually.
Yeah, so please take back our love to both the girls, Anu and Mala. Please take it back. And wishing everyone in the Green Club happy Mother's Day. And on Mother's Day, I'm remembering my mother's little garden, you know. Today, I appreciate it much more because I've learned to appreciate greenery and plants right now. When we were growing up, Mom made sure that every seasonal plant was planted during that season, you know. So every season we had different kind of flowers. So when I see some of the pictures, it takes me back to my childhood also, different kind of lilies, the petunias and the roses. And because Hyderabad has a conducive climate, so I think you would see, you know, different colors during different seasons. So this actually is a tribute to my mom also, right? So one last thing I want to tell you all is, guys, let's stay connected. Let's be safe for this whole season. Very soon, everything will be all right. Let us not lose hope. Let us spend much more time in our gardens. And like how Anu was saying, you know, I mean, plants have a life of their own. They can communicate, like how the lemon tree has communicated to Anu. I'm sure they're all communicating. So actually, all our gardens are much more lush during the lockdown than ever before. So that shows they like us to be also at home and spend time with them. So just wishing everyone well and prayers to everyone, to all of us and to all our loved ones. Okay, stay safe, guys.
Manju, where are you? Manju, our fifth green goddess. Manju, are you there?
You know what I also liked about Anu's garden is that little cat meowing in the background. That was so cute. Very heartwarming. It's great for our furry friends to hear that sound, you know. So tell her that. Yeah.
She loves cats.
Yeah, thanks.
And you could hear him in the background.
Now just camera, I'm just showing you the rains.
Yeah,
in the garden.
The rains. All of you can see the rains in Pune. Generally, it's very hot in the day and then it rains at 5 and the whole place in Pune becomes lush green and it's so beautiful to go for a drive or a ride. I'm missing my rides with Vivek because I went around with him for 8-9 years. And whenever it rained, I would just call him and sit on the bike and get wet or go for a walk. So I'm sure we are going to come to Pune soon. So it's raining there now. And Anu's made it like a mini Mahabaleshwar. We always make fun that, you know, we don't have to go to Mahabaleshwar because she's made it like that. So it's really nice and it's fun to see this. Anu, you want to show any of your, do you want to show your garden, any other places which you missed out in the video or something? You want to show something or you'll post pictures?
Yeah, just this outside, many Many things I missed out, but this neem tree and bellflowers outside, and the society, the whole our society, half a kilometer stretch is green. Not only my bungalow, all neighbors, everybody has kept that way.
Guys, in that
And there is no
Nice,
construction
and,
opposite my house.
size of the Christmas tree also, Anu. That was lovely, lovely sight to see such a huge Christmas tree.
Yeah, you can
Lovely.
see
Anu, you
that
can
way.
show
And
them
this
the place.
bellflowers are going to grow.
Yeah, the place I got married, guys, was just opposite my house in
Yeah,
the garden.
opposite my house only. This place Jayu got married.
Hey,
Yeah.
The
Jayu.
garden which is there.
Yeah, so I got married
Clap, clap,
actually in the
clap for
garden.
Jayu.
I got married in the garden. Yeah.
So whole place is like that. This
Yeah.
is opposite side.
So it's been beautiful.
Which
Anyway.
part of Pune is this, Anu?
We stay in
Okay,
Aund.
bye.
Yeah, we stay in Aund, Cami, which is near Bane.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So that is the thing. So thank you very much, Anu, again. And thanks for listening to me, okay? Because my family, they are very sweet, but I always push them around to do things.
Bye.
Okay? See the rain. Look at the rain. All the things that got wet now.
So sweet, Jayu.
Yeah. And see my brother. Anu,
And
please
now
show my
see,
brother.
now see this cat resting here on the jula.
See, this is the cat.
A beautiful view.
Yeah.
Blessed.
And is my brother having his tea there? Me, Anu, is my brother having the tea? Umesh is there?
Yeah, yeah. We had
So,
tea.
Umesh, what do you have to say about Anu?
Oh, you're in a meeting.
I remember meeting both of them, Jayu.
Yeah.
And your brother reminds me of my brother. Okay, just
Yes,
say hi to
yes.
him.
Oh, so nice. So,
Yeah. He's like really encouraging Nina for all this.
Very, very nice boy. Yeah.
Yeah. Very nice, Nina.
What a lovely, lovely portrait this whole thing makes. Beautiful.
yeah. I post these pictures. In the
Yeah.
morning, first is we sit here after the exercise.
Rati, that's for you, Rati. This picture is for you, Rati.
Yes.
And I open that WhatsApp group and see lovely pictures from everybody.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That vertical thing is ivy, Anu.
What? Sorry?
That vertical wall is full of ivy.
Ha.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, that is their wall.
Yeah.
Wagnak we call here.
Yeah, it's so beautiful.
So anyway, so Anu, thanks once more. Umesh also. Love you all guys. I'm feeling so personally connected here with all of y'all. And Manju, would you like to come in and just say some few words, please?
Hi, everybody. Jayu?
Hi, Manju.
All right.
Yes, Manju.
Okay, so it's been amazing and all the visuals have been amazing. As we all know, garden is the purest form of any soul. And those who garden have a beautiful vision of tomorrow and they are positive believers. I'm so happy to have all our group members here, everybody who believes in a vision of tomorrow. Thank you so much, Anu and Mala, for taking part, and your lovely daughters for doing. And this is so amazing to see the glory of your gardens and every intricate detail of the flowers. Definitely few of us will make it to both your places at some time or the other. I'm so glad that at least in this trying and testing times, these beautiful visuals have been like eye candy and like a rhythm to our mind. Thank you, lovely green goddesses. Until next, Nina, over to you.
Thank you very much.
Preeti, I think you can close the meeting. I think I've said my words. And just to tell everyone, love your pictures that come every day. And let me tell you, this is the best group in town, okay? Because it's so refreshing. Everyone awaits all the pictures. So just keep it going, guys. Stay home, stay safe, stay strong, okay? Bye.
Okay.
Thank you all for
Thank-
joining us, and everything that you would like to carry forward, please post on the group. Follow us. I'm going to be like one of those social influencers. Follow us on Insta and YouTube and Facebook. So keep in touch, stay safe. Anything, reach out to us. Let's be more connected in these times. Okay, take care. Bye. Happy Ramadan as well.
Bye, Rati. Bye, Preeti. Take care.
Bye.